Hello, race fans, and welcome to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway as we get set for the Pennzoil 400 here at Las Vegas. This is going to be the last round, the last race in round number 2 of the Budweiser All-Pro Series playoffs. I pull up the points here in the background. Of course I didn't do it right because, there we go. Okay. So as most of you know from the end of Kansas, we've had a bit of a jump around here in the point standings. Roberto Crown Jr., Laura Chung, Madeline Crenshaw, Seth Cole, Nathan Ormond, Trey Wright, Benjamin Miles, and Bobby Frazier are all the top 8 that are above the cut line. Below the cut line, the bottom 4, which if this race were to end right now, even though it hasn't even started yet, would be Christina Bell, Jonathan Zorline, Jessica Shelton, and Anthony McCurry. Now, stage points are going to be a big time thing here today, as they could make or break who gets in and who gets eliminated here. Christina Bell is only 1 point out of the top 8. She has 2,033 points, while Bobby Frazier only has 2,034 points. Jonathan Zorline comes into this race at 2,026 points, so he's under 10 points. I think it's 8 points. 8 points out of the 8th place in points. Jessica Shelton comes in here at 20 points, and she is 14 points out. And then 15 points out is Anthony McCurry. So it's still a close battle to where it's going to really come down to the wire here, depending on where cars finish and the stage points that they get. With that being said, we are going to go trackside now to get the command and the national anthem, our opening ceremonies here tonight.
Start your engines!
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The engines are fired here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We are getting ready for 54 laps of racing around this cookie cutter mile and a half, which means just like last week at Kansas, this race is going to be 3 stages, 18 laps in length for each of them, as these cars come off of pit road and on to the embankment. This is the camera we have on our pace car here as they leads them out onto the racing surface. Daniel Voiles scores the pole for this race alongside of Dylan Poteet, Nick Gunther, Charles Sanford, row 2. Anthony McCurry, who's in desperate need of a good finish here, is in 5th place alongside of his teammate Cole Deaver in the 3. As these drivers come through turns 3 and 4, the pace car will duck off. Pace car ducks off. We're getting ready for green flag racing here at Las Vegas. Green flag is out. We're underway. All 38 cars have made it to the green flag. We're going to see how well these cars react and go down. These cars are going to be probably above 200 miles per hour average all through these laps. Voiles pulls out to a good lead. This looks like Anthony McCurry going to pull out to 2nd place here. Charlie Buxton up here as well. Look at these cars never getting below 200 miles per hour as they come off the corner. This is going to make getting on the pit road very interesting because getting on the pit road, you're going to have to slow way down coming down from 200 miles an hour. Anthony McCurry trying to catch the 62. And every possible point is worthy of for Anthony McCurry here right now to try to get himself into the top 8 in points. Back here, Madeline Crenshaw, we talked about her getting a good run, finishing top 5, also winning a stage last week. She's got the winner of the race right behind her. And we're pretty sure that the 7 might have been able to win that race had that last caution not cut him out to trap a lot of cars on the tail end of the lead lap. Single file line up here at the front. These 2 cars, or these 7 cars, mind you. See if they're going to run nose to tail. I'm pretty sure these cars can go roughly between, I think, 17 to 20 laps on fuel, so we'll see if anybody has to come down before the end of the stage as these cars now go under Anthony McCurry and are going to try to trap him on the outside line. Madeline Crenshaw going to go with... Madeline Crenshaw going to try to go with the 8 car on the outside lane here. She's going to lose a spot to Dylan Young. And lose more spots as the rest of these cars go on by. Meanwhile, but the front Charlie Buxton in the 51 car has caught that 62. We'll see if he tries to make a move. It's Chevy Ford, Ford. Chevy Ford, Ford, Chevy Ford, your top 5 right now. '17 car going to go underneath the 51 this time. It's rookie James Moore trying to win his first race of the season. Still looking. Got plenty of racing, plenty of opportunities to still do it as we're coming to 10 laps left in stage number 1. Keep an eye out. Daniel Voil's still doing good here. Kind of run through the field. Madeline Crenshaw up here. Anthony McCurry in jeopardy of falling outside of the top 10. If he loses this spot to the 42 car, he's going to put him outside the top 10. He's got to fight his way back in. Remember, McCurry really, really needing to get back up there and get in to get the points. Single file out behind them. When you're going about 200 miles an hour, it does make passing a little difficult. Here's Jessica Shelton. She is in desperate need of a good finish here. Just like Anthony McCurry, but unfortunately she's in the back here. And Seth Cole back here as well. Not good runs for them as the 17 is now leading. These cars have gotten by the 62 car. James Moore has taken the lead with Charlie Buxton and Benjamin Miles right behind him. And here comes James Qualls up here as well. Oh, now we have a battle possibly for the lead. The 51 car going to dive underneath the 17. Charlie Buxton trying to take the momentum away. And that Rick Ware Racing Ford. Leading at the line, I think, was the 51, but just barely. Who are going to be the drivers that will be eliminated from the playoffs after this round? I mean, other than Madeline Crenshaw and Benjamin Miles, we don't really have, those are the only two playoff drivers that are inside the top 10. Well, actually, Bobby Frazier, too. I forgot. Bobby Frazier and Anthony McCurry has found his way back up to the 10th position as we're battling back over here now. We're looking back here now. McCurry, so we have 4 drivers. It may be just 1 point for McCurry, but that 1 point could mean a difference if he gets a good finish. Meanwhile, again, back up here at the front, the 17 and the 51 battling side by side. Now the 51 is going to clear with about 4 laps left here in the stage. 3.5 laps left in stage number 1. Meanwhile, back here, we're going 3 wide into turns 3 and 4 here. Dylan Young trying to get back on the winning momentum. The 2-time former Budweiser All-Pro Series champion trying to get up here and battle for the win. We are now side by side. Buxton loves what he sees in the mirror right now. You got Madeline Crenshaw up here and Benjamin Miles as well. Every bonus point will matter for these drivers. Two laps to go. 2 to go. These cars do have to bail out of the throttle just a little bit. Madeline Crenshaw now being able to clear for the 3rd position. Oh, here they come down pit road. Oh, Cole Deaver made a last-minute effort. I'm not sure if that's going to count. Had a lot of cars come down this time as we have 1 lap left in the stage. Dylan Young holds on to the race lead here. We'll see if he's going to be able to win the stage. He's coming down pit road. Laura Chung and others make a last-minute effort to get on the pit road. Again, not sure if that's going to cost them. But they're going to take the green checkered flag on pit road, so we're going to have to wait and see. Dylan Young looks like he won the stage. Going to wait for everything to cycle around here. And I think it has. Yep, there it is right there. So that's cycling around right there as your top 10. We're going to go ahead, take a quick commercial break, come right back, see who the race leader is going to be once everything cycles around, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Gonna try to catch up and see who's gonna be where as these cars come out of pit road. Dylan Young looks like he might be able to cycle back around as the leader, but here comes the 51 on his outside lane. Charlie Buxton. All right, let's see what happens as they cross the start-finish line here. It is Charlie Buxton who does indeed take over the lead with Dylan Young and Madeline Crenshaw right behind him. This race probably going to get a little more spread out now, so we'll see if race going to get a little more spread out. So we'll see if anybody has the car to run down others, as the 7 car is going to go underneath the number 2. And then Crenshaw going to take over second place away from the 2 car, and Benjamin Miles following her right in her tire tracks. Benjamin Miles might be looking for more here. We'll see if the 7 car comes down the block, and she does. Closes the door. The fastest car on the racetrack right now is the 23 of Nathan Ormond, but that 7 is not that far behind. So let's see if the 7 car has what it takes to run down the 51. And as this battle goes on, we can take a look and see at the other drivers here. That those are the 2 drivers up here. Nathan Ormond has made his way into the top 10. Roberto Crown Jr. falling just outside. So is Jonathan Zorline. They got stage points after everything cycled through. So I'm not sure if you saw the correct on the actual leaderboard, but you should have saw it in the stage points when that graphic popped up. Back here is Laura Chung. Laura Chung in the 38th position, currently dead last, getting lapped here. Anthony McCurry back to 15th, so that's not good for Laura Chung, who's currently in last place. Try and look and see if I can find Seth Cole. Seth Cole, 31st. Christina Bell, 32nd. Not good for them. Something happened with Dylan Poteet. Back here, he was running pretty good. Nick Gunther was running pretty good. Reggie Fogelman, pretty good too. Wonder if these cars might have gotten penalties for not hitting the commitment cone or for unsafe pit entry. So that's a very good possibility. You know, these drivers do it to themselves when they try to hot pit and get on the pit road and completely miss the commitment cone. Meanwhile, these 4 drivers are 2 seconds ahead of 5th place on back. So this could come down to them, as we are approaching 11 laps to go in stage number 2. Look at Charlie slipping up just a little bit. Still a 4-car breakaway up here at the front, almost like a draft that you would see at like Daytona, Talladega almost. These cars just running in a line, no one really making a move. Running just over 200 miles an hour in these corners. What's the fastest they get up to on the straightaways here? Looks like to be about 206 on the straightaways before they head off into the corners. Nine laps to go in stage number 2. Up. Here we go. The 7 car going to duck underneath the 51, and everyone behind her is going to go with her, and that's going to move the 51 out, but now everyone goes to the outside. Look at the side draft from the 7. Going to stay down to the inside. The 7 of Madeline Crenshaw should clear the 51 of Charlie Buxton, and Crenshaw takes the lead. Now look at the 45 car. Benjamin Miles trying to get down there. Benjamin still hanging alive here in the playoffs. A win today, or actually even stage points today, should be able to catapult him further away from the 8th place cutoff line. Side by side, these top 4 should allow the rest of these cars maybe to try to catch up to him. These cars battle, but the cars back here are in a straight line. Benjamin Miles led that lap. That's a bonus point for him. 7 laps to go in the stage. Benjamin Miles, Madeline Crenshaw pulling away a little bit here. Looks like they're battling up back here. Samet Ozkin, another driver who's been looking for his first career win. He's up inside the top 10 right now. Qualls is up here. Ormond is up here. Deaver is up here. All just trying to battle as we continue to watch here with, I believe it's 4 laps to go until the end of the stage. Oh, and these cars are approaching the 66 of Matthew Rodriguez, who will soon be a lapped race car. We already have two cars off the lead lap. So Cole Deaver, while he was in part of that pack, I guess he's not on the lead lap. So he's back in 37th and Laura Chung 38th respectively. Benjamin Miles beginning to pull away a little bit as these cars' tires begin to wear out here. We'll see if these cars can stay. We'll see if these cars can stay out to the end of the stage, or if they're going to come in early like last time. They're going to run the 7 car got off the corner. Madeline Crenshaw going to turn to the inside here with 2 laps left in stage number 2. Crenshaw going to take the lead, just like last week at Kansas. Crenshaw going to try to win stage number 2. She's just got to stay out for 2 more laps. Actually, she's got to stay out for now. She's got to stay out for just 1 more lap. This is the last lap of stage number 2. And they are approaching that 66 car. We'll see if Matthew Rodriguez becomes a factor. These front 4 have pulled out to a 5-second lead, almost 6 seconds over the rest of the field here. Should definitely make things more interesting. Oh no, they're coming to pit road. All 4 of them are coming to pit road. Deaver's going to stay out. The 4 is going to stay out. So this means that Zachary Fitzwater is going to win stage number 2. Gonna have to wait for scoring to catch up here. Looks like the 7's gonna be second and is continuing on here. Wait for it, just waiting for it. Dylan Potey and the 20 car are gonna officially, that's it right there. That's your top 10. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, be right back with more action here at Las Vegas.
Warning. The Duracell Cup Series data file you have attempted to access is out of date. Uploading current file now.
It's a brand new car from stem to stern, and it's never been raced at these speeds.
The next gen car is opportunity.
Everything is different with the exception of like the seat, the steering wheel, and your helmet.
Unknown creates excitement.
We are back here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Gonna wait and see who's gonna cycle around as our race leaders here. Looks like Madeline Crenshaw gonna try to come out ahead. We'll see where other cars come in. There's a 62 and the 11. The 7 is in front of the 2, so we'll have to wait and see because the 4 car, I believe, will be on pit road already. This is gonna be this is the start of the last stage here. Yep, start of the last 18 lap stage. The question will remain is if these drivers can indeed be able to make it the rest of the way on fuel. It's cutting it close. These cars have roughly been able to go about 16 or so laps. So it might be close. We'll have to wait and see as the front 2, that's Madeline Crenshaw and Dylan Young, have pulled away from the rest of the field here. You see Crenshaw going a little bit high. Dylan Young trying to follow in her footsteps. Or, excuse me, tire tracks. We'll see. Well, Matthew Rodriguez, once again, right in the way of these drivers. We'll see if he's able to give away. I think the 66 car is up to speed. He just had an unfortunate penalty that put him in front of these leaders at the tail end of the lead lap. Roberto Crown Jr. now a lap down as well. Wonder if he might have had a pit road penalty. Trying to cycle around here to see where some cars are. Look at Anthony McCurry in the 11th place last time by. We'll see how that updates when they come across the line this time. 14 laps to go here in the race here at Las Vegas. If Madeline Crenshaw can somehow pull out a victory, not only would it be her first victory of the season, but it will also automatically guarantee her spot in the round of 8, which starts next week. I forgot exactly at which track, though. I'll let you know at the end of the race. Can Anthony McCurry run down the 4, getting himself inside the top 10? Look at some of these cars back here in the 30s. Seth Cole, ooh, that was almost an accident right there between him and Reggie Fogelman. But this is where the racing action is. 2 seconds ahead of the rest of the field for Dylan Young and Madeline Crenshaw. Stuck behind the lapped car, the car trying to fight for it to stay on the lead lap, and that's the 66 of Matthew Rodriguez, who is hoping for a caution flag to come out to sort this mess out. We have 10 laps to go. Do these lead lap cars have enough gas to make it these 10 laps? That is what's going to be the question. No cautions have come out this entire race. If I was any of these drivers, if I was any of these 2 drivers here, I would be pushing my car all the way until it ran out of gas. Look at that 7 car going to lose. This 2 car, Dylan Young, going to go underneath the 7 of Madeline Crenshaw. This is 100% going to be for position. Dylan Young's going to lead that lap. Coming out through the corner, Dylan Young still holding the lead. 7 laps to go. The rest of these drivers are still 2 seconds behind. They've got 4 cars in this little draft pack, and unfortunately, they're still not able to catch these cars in front. Maybe Madeline Crenshaw could be fuel saving a little bit. It's very interesting to tell. She's backed off quite a lot from the 2 of Dylan Young, unless the 2 was just that faster. Either that or Madeline used up her tires, one of the 2. But if Dylan Young can't make it, then if the 7 car can save enough gas, perhaps she'll be able to make it. Coming here close, we're going to get 5 laps to go here at the start-finish line. Dylan Young behind the 66. These 2 have got to try to see if they can save enough gas to make it to the end. I have no idea if they do or not. Dylan Young looking to go back-to-back with victories here in the Budweiser All-Pro Series. Madeline Crenshaw falling again, a little bit behind. Her tires must be wearing out. 4 laps to go. And yet they're still pulling away from the cars behind them. Will Dylan Young try to just put the 66 between himself and the 7 of Madeline Crenshaw? These cars are also catching up some more lap cars. Not going to be enough. 52. 3 laps to go. We'll see what happened last time by. A 25.97 to a 26.02. So Dylan Young being right on the back bumper with the 66 is running faster than Madeline Crenshaw. Crenshaw staying out again. Dylan Young staying out as well. 2 laps to go. Crenshaw in a spot now that even whether or not she wins or not, she will clinch her spot into the next round. No matter what happens here. Dylan Young not making a break to come to pit road. The white flag is in the air. 1 lap to go here at Las Vegas. Absolutely incredible run here. Madeline Crenshaw not able to get a run up to the back bumper of the 2 car. These cars, looks like they're going to make it. Coming out of turn number 4, back-to-back wins for Dylan Young. He wins here at Las Vegas. And the rest of these cars made it all the way. Anthony McCurry comes home 11th. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to move him up into the top 8. But we're going to have to wait and see. Dylan Young here going to watch as the 66 of Matthew Rodriguez will finish on the lead lap. He's the last car to come around. Now the race should be official. We're going to take a look at our official standings here as I'm going to export these results. Las Vegas playoff. Dylan Young wins the race. Madeline Crenshaw second. Charlie Buxton third. Samet Ozkin up to 4th. Daniel Voiles 5th. Benjamin Miles 6th. James Moore 7th. Zachary Fitzwater 8th. Jovan Anderson 9th. And Charles Buxton rounds out the top 10. And then it's Anthony McCurry, Jonathan Zorline, Jessica Shelton. Those are 3 drivers who needed good runs. We'll see if that helps them at any point. At any time, trying to get up into these point standings here. Allie Rain, 14th. Cole Baker, 15th. Trey Wright, Jose Mills, Cody Lamas, Henry Sanford, and James Qualls round out your top 20. And then it's Stephen Colin, RJ Bishop, Nathan Ormond, Colin Cropley, Kyle Matthews, Christina Bell, Trent Dunham, Charles Sanford, Bobby Frazier, and Reggie Fogelman round out your top 30. And then it's Seth Cole, Nick Gunther, William Brock, Dylan Poteet, and Matthew Rodriguez that finished the cars on the lead lap. And their last 3 finishers are Cole Deaver, Roberto Crown Jr., and Laura Chung, who could not overcome a pit road penalty for coming onto pit road too fast or unsafely. Oops, open up the wrong thing here. Whoopsie. All right, as I'm going to open up here, Dylan Young I forgot to do this last week with him too. Dylan Young goes back to back. Back-to-back wins for Dylan Young at Kansas and here at Las Vegas. Next week, we kick off the round of 8 at Talladega, which is going to be absolutely incredible and going to be fun to watch as well. So congratulations once again to Dylan Young. Your point standing, your playoff points will be posted after this race. You'll see who's moved on officially and what the round of 8 will look like starting at Talladega. My name is Michael Norman, the official voice of the Budweiser All-Pro Series, saying we're moving to Alabama next week. Until we meet again.